Hello. So, sorry. This is kind of an impromptu uh, little video because, um, I just wanted to explain why on my channel that that is mostly dedicated to the Transcendentalist movement. But my channel is going to encapsulate other things that resonate with what the Transcendentalists were trying to communicate. Because what they're trying to communicate is obviously broader than what's being communicated now and what's being revealed now is they're around in 1840 and they did what they're trying to communicate about nature. But so the reason I jumped on the map of consciousness, I started digging into energy and frequencies, and because it's everything. And I actually believe that, and as you can see, a lot of other people are saying the same thing, that our society, this world system, whatever you call it, the banks, entertainment, the medical system, the educational system, everything that is established and has been established in society has been under control of entities, whether you call them the Watchers or Archons or Reptoids. These entities have been, and some people are saying they're aliens, some people are saying they're demons, some people are saying they're like demon alien hybrids, but I've read a little bit of David Icke's research, and before I launch into this, let me just say that for years, I would say since September 11th happened, I was always under the suspicion that things were not happening by coincidence. They were being controlled and coordinated. And I had my own idea. There's the Illuminati, there's the Freemasons, which coincidentally, my grandfather was a Freemason in Maine, and he suspiciously died in a boating accident in a lake in northern Maine back in 1947, which is, it's always been kind of suspicious. But so anyways, I was very leery of, back then, I was very leery of the whole alien agenda, reptoids, archons, whatever you call them, the Watchers. But yeah, I'm not sure what the agenda is, if there is an agenda, but lately there's a lot being said, obviously, about about aliens, about demons, about alien demon hybrids, reptilians. There's this movie coming out called Disclosure Day in a couple weeks. I'm not sure if that's part of an agenda as well. But from what I understand, what I've come to understand in the past month is that these entities actually feed off of frequencies. They feed off of low vibrational frequencies, specifically anything under 200 hertz, which is it's the resonant frequency when which I'm going to get to in this book, that we start transcending out of the muck of the lower frequencies. And I apologize for what was the last thing I was on? Desire. Again, as I understand, I am reading through this along with you guys. So, yeah, I'm going to go through the map of consciousness, and then and then as I understand each level, I'm going to go back through it again, because this is how important this is. I believe, like I said in my other video, this is the levels of consciousness are they're behind our behavior, our morals, our ethics. In religion, there's the fruit of the spirit and the fruit of the flesh. But this is these are the realms that each one of us is stuck in, that determines our behavior and our morals and our ethics and our actions and our words. And so these entities that have been controlling the world system, not nature, although they are trying to control nature, and it's but they actually feed off the lower. They can only work with lower frequencies, such as shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride. And courage is 200 hertz. That's, and above 200 hertz, these entities cannot access. We as human beings, we're amazing human beings. Only us as human beings have access to these higher levels, like courage, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and all the way to enlightenment. And this is one of the main reasons I want to go through this, is because I just wish the word I wish this word could go out. And it's not just about me getting this word out. People need to raise their consciousness levels however they can, because as he stated in the book, 80% of the world population is between fear, desire, and anger. And anger is the next thing I was going to get into. which might, maybe I'll just give a preview, because tomorrow I want to get into Pride, which is the last, it's the last, and these are all, how did he word it? These lower frequencies are, I forgot the description of it. They're just survival, they're low survival levels, you know. So, and I apologize again. I went over desire. There's so much to desire. And desire goes beyond just obviously sex. Desire goes into food, sex, everything that the media controls the general population with. They tap into a person's desire. I think I'm going to call it, I just wanted to say that. I'll get into anger tomorrow morning. I'd like to get into pride too, because I am looking forward to getting out of these mucky realms. And yeah. And once you hit courage, which is level 200 hertz, you start rising above. You go into, they call it the linear mind. It's really just, in my opinion, it's righteous living or living by your conscience. And these lower, where is it? So these lower levels, oh, yeah, there it is. The lower levels that I'm transcending through right now is all about the ego. And the ego, I'm learning, is really how those who control us or try to control us, they have access to our ego, and they manipulate us according to our ego, because our ego, the part of our personality called ego, and that's, I would love in the future to get into ego, and really try to explain what Freud saw about ego. So yeah, I think I'll end there. It's kind of a sporadic post, but I felt the need to explain why I have an urgency to go through this. So until tomorrow.